What is up, people? Welcome back to the channel. So, another training vlog, another installment of my powerlifting prep. I sound extremely enthusiastic, I know. So, I'm off to the gym now to do squats. So, Sunday squat session. I've joined a new powerlifting gym and I think they may be closed today, which is obviously not ideal. I'm going to go down there right now just to double check, but if not, I can always go to Pure. Joined a new powerlifting gym this week, so I'll be training there for at least 2 days across the week for my main squat day, my main bench day, and my main deadlift day. I just want to ensure that I'm getting in as much practice on that equipment as I can leading up into the competition, because it really does make a difference. And you'll see some clips from earlier on in the week when I was there last of just how much smoother the weights, look, and they definitely feel much smoother. So yeah, I'm going to get to the gym now, get warmed up, and we'll see you at the squat racks. Fortune favors the bold. The gym was open. Thank God. So we are now at 12 weeks out from the Powerlifting America Summer Classic, and I am excited. Now, training is going pretty decently, to put it in as many words. The only lift that's not really feeling too great is slice of squats. Now, I'm dealing with a little bit of hip and knee pain, and it seems to be bothering me most actually outside of the gym. So like when I'm sitting down for extended periods of time, when I'm driving, for example, I think it may have something to do with the amount of leg extensions I've been doing, as well as how heavy I have been doing them. So I have reduced the amount of that completely this week, just to allow some of the symptoms subside. But as a result, I feel like I am definitely being a little bit more, conservative. A little bit, not scared, but a little bit hesitant, that's the word, dropping into the hole. And it just really has felt extremely unstable, and felt like I've had no power coming out for the bottom position, which is obviously not what you want, because that generally tends to be the hardest point of the lift. So I want to feel like I can produce as much power in that position. But look, it will get better. Bench and deadlift are going really, really well, and it is very rare that you get all three lifts going well at the same time. Now, I've joined this gym to train at 2 days across the week, as I mentioned earlier. And one of the reasons, of course, this equipment is a benefit, okay? But one of the reasons I am actually training down here as well is because I'm really missing that sense of community that I had when I was training for powerlifting back home. So down in Alps powerlifting, the actual atmosphere and the club community element is one of the reasons why I've probably enjoyed training so much over the last few years, because you're getting to go down and train with people who are like-minded individuals. They are people who are of similar strength levels to you, or in many cases much stronger. That's going to generally push you to be better, and as well you get to socialize with people who have similar interests to you, and that is so important when it does come to staying in the gym long term. It's really, really easy to fall in and out of the gym if you are the only person keeping yourself accountable, if you're the only person who you are essentially showing up for. Obviously the gym is a pursuit of self-improvement, but we do not necessarily need to go down this path alone, and having a coach certainly does help. But one aspect that I really enjoyed about training over the last few years is being able to go down to abs on a Sunday, going down there on a Thursday, and squatting with my friends. And that just made the actual overall training experience just so much more enjoyable. Obviously, I was getting great results as well, but ultimately, at the end of the day, we are social beings. We do like to have people around us in many cases. If you do find that you are in and out of the gym, you're not really enjoying it as much, try rope somebody in, and try get a training partner, somebody of similar level to you or a little bit stronger if you can, to push you. And if not, join a club, join a sport, join something like powerlifting. You don't need to compete, but training among different people in a gym, training something like CrossFit, even anything that's going to have some kind of community element to it, you are going to enjoy the process so much more. Now, one of the downsides about training in this gym is now I have a second gym membership. So being a member of two gyms, which are in excess of $100 per month, paying for coaching, it's a lot of money spent on just achieving my goals, right? But ultimately, at the end of the day, these are things that I place a high priority on, and they are of huge value to me. And if I was to just think about the monetary cost of, paying for coaching, of joining 2 gyms, of doing everything that I need to do across the month financially to achieve my goals, just looking at the monetary aspect, I could be like, Joe, maybe I should cut back on something there. However, we need to look at the value of these things. We need to look at the value of what we are actually spending our money on, and how that is going to relate to, better quality of life, better quality of training, better enjoyment of training, better adherence overall. Does it improve our health? There's lots of different avenues that we can look down on in regards to what is the actual value of what we are paying for versus just looking at the cost. And this is like one common objection I get all the time when it does come to coaching. People will be like, oh, is coaching too expensive? And it's like, really, coaching could be very expensive for you. If you are struggling to pay your bills every month, coaching is a luxury expense. Do not get coaching. But, one thing you have to think about is, how much do your goals mean to you? That essentially is what you are paying for when it does come to paying for coaching, when it does paying for gyms. What do your goals mean to you? If you were to assign a monetary value to the result, what would that monetary value be? And you would probably pay for that, wouldn't you? And that is essentially what it comes down to when it comes down to paying for your gym membership, paying for coaching, paying for your foods. You're thinking about the value that long-term goal is going to give you. You can think about the value of mastering your nutrition, being fully in control of your habits. You could think of the value of losing 100 pounds and no longer being classified as obese. You could think about deadlifting 300 kilos. These are all different things that you could hold to high value within your life. Some of them, obviously, like losing 100 pounds and not being obese anymore, that's going to have a huge positive impact on your overall life and your overall longevity, versus something like deadlifting 300 kilos, which is cool for you, but probably not that cool for others. And these are all aspects that you can improve and you can achieve by paying a coach, paying for a gym membership, paying for membership fees to a subscription site where you learn and educate yourself in regards to things related to training and nutrition. There's so many different avenues that you can essentially vote with your money towards becoming a version of your better self. And for what you pay when it comes to coaching, when it comes to a gym membership, doing a nutrition course, improving your education in this space, the return on investment is insane. And I can tell you that from my own personal experience. The more money I've spent on myself to help me achieve my own goals or to improve my education, in regards to the business side of coaching, that has improved. In regards to achieving my goals, that has improved. And it will only continue as I continue to invest in myself, because ultimately at the end of the day, if you want to achieve more, you need to invest in yourself. You need to invest time, you need to invest money, and you need to invest those in things that you value and you prioritize. So that is pretty much that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed my rant. And yeah, training's going well. We'll see you next week for next week's update, and we will catch up then. Talk soon.